I'm joined by both Blake Sevenbergen and Ryan Atchison to make their arguments for this new NCAA policy.
Image and likeness. Three things that people have never been able to profit, or people have been able to profit off of forever, except for college students, until now. And I think it's great for these athletes. The NCAA has been exploiting college athletes for billions of dollars through their name, image, and likeness forever. I find that the ability to profit off of your NIL is the best aspect of these new rules, mainly because of the fact that college athletes spend so much time practicing and playing their sport, they're unable to have a job like most college students do. Many student athletes have had financial problems in college because of their inability to get a job, and now they can use their sport as a job. In addition, student athletes are now able to build and establish their own brand before they are even out of school, setting them up for their futures at a young age. And in addition to this, the new NIL rules bring more attention and more money into college athletics. And here's why. Tons of athletes have great followings on social media. You see people all over TikTok, Instagram, Twitter with mass followings and nothing they can do about it. Now they can use this to build a brand and profit, and companies love this. Companies now have skin in the game by sponsoring athletes. Let's mention Mitch Lightfoot, Kansas basketball player. He has a sponsorship with 1-800-GET-JUNK. He's a smelly guy after practice, and now he can use his brand to make money for his company and for himself. And not to mention that, now we can see the return of NCAA video games, things like that. Players are able to profit now. It's great for these athletes. Obviously, the NIL certainly has some flaws, but it's been around less than 6 months. The kinks will be worked out, the laws will be changed, and it's going to work. The goods already outweigh the bad, and that's what I like to see.
While I do think this is a big step for the athletes to be able to make money off their endorsements based on their personality, however, right now, I have 3 reasons why the NIL is bad for college sports, really, and more so than the athletes. Number 1, the new conference realignment system. Texas and Oklahoma leaving for the SEC, the Big Ten, ACC, and Pac-12 forming an alliance, and the Big 12 adding 4 more teams. What does that all mean? It means that few conferences are controlling the way college sports should be run, and that's a little scary. Athletes in smaller conferences are now going to have a harder time getting noticed and can lead to an unbalance of power from the big schools. Number 2, the NIL with the big sports have a greater impact than the smaller sports. For example, football, basketball, not every athlete is going to be making thousands of dollars in the smaller sports like cross country, even tennis. And only large revenue teams will really get to benefit with the national television exposure and their social media platform. And finally, number 3, and this is my biggest issue. Are we professionalizing college sports? Why do I have a problem with this? It's that college athletes have the ability to make more than potentially professional athletes. I'll give you an example. The NFL minimum salary is $660,000 for this year. And some athletes like quarterback Bryce Young for Alabama are making more with his endorsement deal, up to about $1 million. And that's concerning. Think about the quarterback market in the NFL. Each new deal has been trying to set a new mark of being the highest paid in the league. The same thing is very well possible that could happen in the college level. We could eventually well see in the future $5 million, $10 million, even $20 million in endorsement deals. So the question that still needs to be addressed, where is the line being drawn between the status of a professional athlete and a college athlete? Overall, I'm not really on board with these new rules. And it seems a little weird to me that a college athlete is making more than a professional athlete when the college level is not being classified the same as the pro level.